everybody. It is wonderful to see you. Hello to all of you. Welcome to Washington. I want to thank the Department of Energy for inviting me to share a few words with you today, and I am going to be brief. Before I do, are there any Coloradans out there anywhere? Awesome. Awesome. No pressure, but our Olympians brought home the gold. We're looking for you to do the same. This morning it occurred to me that the first year we launched ARPA-E was the first year that I was in the Senate. Since then it's been clear to me that ARPA-E has fared a lot better than my Senate career. To date, the program has helped create 71 new companies and 248 patents. Today, this summit is not only one of the smartest gatherings in America, it's also one of the most important. I say that as a Coloradan who knows that the power of energy and innovation will drive high-paying jobs in both our cities and our rural areas. I say that as a father of 3 daughters who worries every day about what climate change means for their future. And I say that as a U.S. Senator who wants America to stay at the frontier of new energy technologies, whether it's more efficient self-driving cars, whether it's next-generation batteries that make our electric grid more resilient, or whether it's enzymes that help plants capture more carbon in the soil. These innovations promise to transform American life for the better. So before I say anything else, thank you for devoting your talent to one of the most important challenges of our time. Last April, I had the chance to visit Colorado State University in Fort Collins. Thanks to ARPA-E, the university set up a facility to test new technologies that monitor methane leaks from the oil and gas industry. And the people at CSU were kind enough to show me around, although they forced me to wear a fire-repellent hazmat suit, which I could use on the floor of the Senate. But I learned that day that actually orange is not my color. And also that CSU is an incredible institution. And most important, if we get these monitoring technologies right, it's a win for business, for public health, for climate, and for America's leadership in clean energy. That is one of literally hundreds of ARPA-E projects here today, including 20 from Colorado, reminding us that early investment in innovation can yield major benefits down the road. And the good news is that both parties in Washington appreciate that fact. It's why I can walk into the office of my Republican counterpart in Colorado, Senator Cory Gardner, and have a conversation about how we can better support clean energy innovation. I would say the same for my dear friend and my chairman, Senator Lamar Alexander, who you're hearing from later today. But it's easy for senators to say they support clean energy. It's another thing to actually support it with long-term planning and investment. And on this front, we have some work to do. First, we need to agree to significantly increase our investments in clean energy innovation. Failing to do that is why solar, wind, and battery technologies that America invented are now being led by other countries. It's why Bill Gates had to go to China to find partners in advanced nuclear energy. He shouldn't have to do that. He should be able to find that investment here in the United States of America. At a time when China is spending more than $400 billion on research, we should not be scaling back programs like ARPA-E. And despite the administration's budget, my office has been assured from the Department of Energy that the Secretary fully supports this program. Second, the federal government can't just provide more funding. We need funding that is reliable and predictable over the long term. That starts with fixing, Even my daughters, I shouldn't say even, my daughters know that you can't meet this challenge in a 2-year election cycle. It's impossible. We need to start by fixing Washington's broken budget process. I spent a number of years in business before I came to the Senate, So I know the damage that uncertain funding can do to project deadlines, staffing, and the opportunity to be able to have an environment that investors find predictable enough to want to put their capital, to want to invest their capital. Our government should be making it easier for you to do your work, not harder. And that's why I'm serving on a bipartisan committee looking to restore a measure of sanity and predictability to our budget process. We have a long, long way to go. That's true. After I was in business, I was a school superintendent, and I can tell you this, there is no entity in America that budgets the way the United States Congress budgets. None. You'd all be fired. Any school board, any city council in America. The day you walked into a grocery store and said, yeah, we're passing our 39th continuing resolution. Our 39th temporary budget would be the day you'd be finished. But we've accepted that out of the Congress. So I want to ask your help on this point. While Senators Gardner and Alexander may see the benefit of investing in clean energy, this isn't true for everybody in Congress, and it should be. So I want to ask you all to think hard not only about how to develop technologies to solve our energy challenges, but how to communicate their benefits to policymakers. All of us have to make this case. This month, there will be science fairs in schools all across Colorado. If we do our job well, we can assure that when those kids graduate from college, ARPA-E not only exists, but continues to thrive. And let me end with this. I know the scope of our energy and climate challenges may seem daunting. Some may feel pessimistic about our ability to solve them. I am pessimistic about many things, but not about that. And it's because no matter what our political environment is here, no matter what our political challenges are here, the collective imagination of the American people is an awesome force. And it gives me enormous confidence that we will find ways to innovate around our challenges, that we will unlock the promise of clean energy, and that with your help, we will maintain America's leadership at the frontier of human innovation. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Thanks for giving me the chance to share some thoughts. It's nice to see all of you.